Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry for these slow uploads, but I mean it's been very busy for me. I've been trying to keep up with schedule, but I mean here we are today. My name is Maku.
Kobayashi.
Episode 16 for Blue Lock. Go ahead and pop it out for us, Kobayashi.
This episode in particular is just like an information type episode.
Yeah, there wasn't actually any match up until towards the end. I'll maybe say like 3 minutes, and you were showing credits during it. So I'll just say this: our predictions were right. Needless to say, I mean, it wasn't really hard to see what it was.
It wasn't that big of a surprise.
I know.
But one surprise, which happened in the beginning, that Baru's like really, what's the word for him? Like really disciplined, I want to say. He's like really, he likes to fold clothes. He's really clean. He actually like was cleaning the dorm that they're staying at. So after Baru like was cleaning the room, they went to do like a training session. And Isagi and Nagi, they were just waiting for Baru because Baru was doing some intense training. He was like, doing the speed ladder, I want to say.
They're just doing the speed ladder, and you see Isagi and Nagi, they were just looking at Baru the entire time. And they were asking him, come on, let's just do our actual training so we can build some chemistry. And he was just basically being like, the way he always is, just thinking over himself, just saying, I don't need to train with you plebeians the entire time. And then Isagi, in his mind, he was just remembering, okay, so I need to figure out how to be better. He currently is better than me, so let me try to train just like him. So he instantly went over there and he said, I'm going to train with you. Once again, Baru, as we know, he just kept saying, go away from me, you donkey.
Yeah, he likes to use the word donkey a lot. Kind of reminds me of Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. So meanwhile, he still continued to train with him. Nagi, he said, all right, screw it, I'll do it too. Even though Nagi genuinely didn't want to.
But this is kind of reminding me like Baru was kind of like a team captain at this. Not really, but like he's just leading by example, I want to say, because he inspired Isagi to like work hard. Because Isagi asked you like, how long are you gonna take? He's like, oh, I still got 40 minutes of my warm-ups to do. And it's like intense warm-ups. But yeah, the next scene, it was it goes over to Ego, and they're having like a press conference with the Japanese like media, I want to say. And basically the Japanese media, they're like, when is Blue Lock gonna actually like kick it up a notch, or when are we gonna see the final product? And then the girl Andre, she's like saying, oh, we're barely in the second selection. It takes more time. And they're just really being like,
they're really pressing them to like hurry up and finish the product. But then obviously Ego-chan, that's what they called him. But he was just saying, he gave an example. Do you remember the example?
Yeah, so he was just saying like they're just really money hungry.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. He was talking about how money hungry they were, saying that they see the first like football genius, quote unquote, and they'll just ship him out to
like Spain or like the Premier League.
Yeah, to like a high caliber league essentially, and they'll just become nothing but mediocre. I mean, we've seen it before.
There's plenty of examples.
Yes. Yeah, there's so many examples of this going on, and so once they were understanding that, or once they would go to like these high league places, they'll do subpar or average at best. There'll be the one oddball where they'll do above average, right?
But really rare.
Yeah, but we wouldn't even really see that. So then they'd ship him back, and now just be in this meaty third division league. You know what I'm saying?
Or they'll just go back to Japan and they become a star at Japan.
Yeah.
But Ego, he wants to create like a star player, a world-class player.
Yeah, exactly. Because obviously everyone knows the difference between a world-class and a class player. Then he wants to create a world-class player.
Because Japan, they can create all the like domestic players. They can dominate domestically, but to dominate Europe or the world in this instance, it takes time.
Definitely. So meanwhile this was going on, Ego was explaining, we're not trying to create just a regular person. And then he did his like little eye thing and kind of like intimidated my man. I forgot. Just one of the media guys. He's kind of wham. Yeah. So
ugly hairstyle too. But that's not the point.
So he ended up saying, "Okay, I understand. I'll just wait then. It shouldn't be a problem, but just kick it up a notch."
Yeah.
Like
because
he still insisted, like
he still wants some money. That's
yeah.
why. Just thinking from the money aspect. But yeah, no, it cuts back to the to Isagi and them, and it went to this very, I'll say, this scene right here is very much for the ladies. I would say for Blue Eye, because it was a bath scene. So it was Isagi washing his body, and then some soap got into his eyes.
You know what's funny? This entire scene, it's pretty gay. I mean, it's just what it is. But really, what I was thinking in my mind is, how does Nagi have he's like super ripped?
Uh-huh.
Keep in mind, this dude Nagi, he hates training. How in the world does he have such a physique? Right?
It's probably natural.
It's still weird to me. I don't know. Yeah, but then again, it is anime. I mean, I'm not gonna really argue.
Yeah,
about
no, I was about to say.
It is still weird though. Like I've seen some people, or I've seen some animes where they'll have like a lanky, which was kind of what I was expecting with Nagi, just like a lanky body.
Nagi, no homo stuff. He got that sleeper build.
Yeah, he really. I mean, really.
But either way, yeah. So Isagi actually meets up with Kunigami because he splashed soap in his eyes. Kunigami's like, "Oh, my bad." He's like, "Oh, Isagi, you're still here?" And then Isagi basically told him the story, what happened, and then.
Oh, by the way, we forgot to mention this beforehand, but what was the team? It was Rio, Kunigami, and Shigiri. So those three, they were saying, "Oh, we need to find out who we versed because Isagi is probably already up ahead." So then that's why they were surprised that they were there.
Exactly.
And one thing that I'm pretty sure caught everyone's eye, Rio is so spiteful. He is extremely pissed. I wouldn't blame him. I mean, he played with Nagi his entire life, and he said, "Oh yeah, screw you, I'm gonna play with them."
Yeah, no. I can understand. I would be pissed too, but I wouldn't like. He's like holding a.
Yeah, no, he's holding a
grudge.
grudge. Like
Yeah.
he's so spiteful. It's
really funny though. Like I said, this is really good for the like lady shippers or whatever. You know, the gay ships or whatever. But either way, basically you just see the whole 3v3 section. So you see Isagi's team, and I don't know who's the captain. I would like to say Chigiri's team or Rio's team. I don't know. It's really
I know. Well, we'll just say the colorful hair group.
Yeah,
because that's really what they are.
And that is pretty much true. And they basically just confirmed they want to go against each other.
Yeah.
And then it cuts down to the training session for both teams. So first for Isagi's team, they're just saying, "Baru, we need you to work together as a team." But Baru's like really, really
adamant on like not cooperating
Yeah.
with them. The other thing that I was starting noticing, well, not noticing, but understanding from Baru is that he actually wanted to, when they win, because they're gonna win. When they win, they want to pick a specific character or a specific player that suits their playstyle. They were they all conflicted on who they wanted to pick.
all three. Were
I forgot. I'm pretty sure Baru wanted Kunigami.
Yeah.
To be honest, I really don't understand why.
It's because they're both physical. That's why. That's why Baru's like, you know what? He might be useful because they're almost kind of similar. I want to say, but I think that I do agree. I feel like that's the last choice I would go with.
Yeah.
Obviously Nagi wants to get Rio because that's his friend. Even though Nagi's like, he doesn't know that Rio's mad at him.
No, to be honest, Nagi, he was the last one to pick. So basically, Isagi, he said he wanted Chigiri because that's something Isagi lacked, speed. And then Baru said Kunigami. And then Rio said, "All right, I guess I'll just pick Rio." He kind of just said it like unwillfully.
And then it comes down to the other team. They're basically saying who they want to pick. I think they all came with a consensus of Nagi.
Yeah.
So.
All of them came with a consensus of Nagi except Rio because he was just spiteful.
Oh yeah, Rio.
Like I said, he was.
Rio's like, "No, we're not getting Nagi because I'm gonna make him feel how I felt."
Yeah,
like this dude.
He's
feeding into the gay shippers, and it's like
he's so spiteful, bro. I'm telling you.
It was a really funny scene.
Any case, it showed the countdown. The credits started rolling, even though the match started playing, and
to be fair, there's this really sick 1 second frame for both sides. They really did justice for the manga panel too. It showed like the 3v3 setting up, so it was like Isagi's team staring down Chigiri's team or Rio's team or whatever. That was a really sick scene right there. And then the match started. So Usagi's team had the ball first. Baru got the ball. And then Usagi's like, hey, pass it over here. But first, actually, Kunigami actually came up with a method how to stop Baru. So basically, you want
I remember that. Yeah, so basically, I mean, it's kind of like obvious, right? He was just avoiding expending extra energy, defending him like 100% of the time. So it would just depend 100% of the time when he's in the Baru circle. I think that's what they called it, right? It was just
within his range.
Yeah, basically. So it was like this circle. They showed a diagram and they showed like a circle on the pitch where Baru likes scoring his goals from. And Kunigami basically neglected that area, or not neglected, but like made Baru avoid that area because he was in the way. Mm-hmm. That's basically what was going on. There was more. I don't remember Isagi's and Nagi's, but I'm pretty sure Ryo knows him like the back of his hands.
No, they haven't showed that part because after that, Usagi was wide open. First, I thought Baru was gonna pass it, but Ryo comes out of nowhere. He's like, "Not so fast, Usagi." And then basically they double team Baru because they already knew Baru was not gonna pass. So they got the ball off Baru, and then it was a 2v1. So Usagi was really saying, "Who should I get? Should I get Ryo has the ball? Should I mark Ryo or should I wait for him to pass it to Kunigami?" So Ryo obviously passes the ball, and Usagi's like, "Yes, I got him." But the ball goes over both Kunigami and Usagi and plays it to Chigiri on the flank. And obviously, Chigiri just uses speed. At first, Nagi caught up. He's like, "See, I knew you were going to slow down after that touch." And then Chigiri's like, "Nah, bro, I'm going to put on the burners." And just beats him. And then scores a goal. And that's 1-0 right there. And then Usagi's like, "Oh, wow, this is a really good team because Ryo is really good at tactics. Kunigami with his physical. And then Chigiri with his speed, obviously. It's a really well-balanced team." And I believe, do you think this will be, I think this low-key might be the match of this selection, or for this arc at least. I think this will be the match of this arc.
Well, I'll see, to be honest.
Oh, one quick thing too before. They actually showed Reen's team, the top 3 plus Bachira, and they still haven't found their opponent.
Oh yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, no, everyone's basically avoiding him. Bachira ended up saying, "Oh, it's fine. We'll just wait until Isagi and whatever squad he comes up with."
I think the rematch will happen there.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's pretty much that next 4v4 right there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, not much more insight I can give to you. To be honest, I have no clue. Well, let me be frank here. Everyone knows Isagi's team is gonna win, but I wouldn't know who they're gonna take, unless Usagi goes full like ego, like full egotistical, gets his ego up, and he ends up picking himself. So he'll probably pick Chigiri. But one thing that actually caught my eye, I'm not really sure if this is. You manga readers can actually tell me. Is there someone faster than Chigiri? I'm pretty sure I've heard it on TikTok. I instantly scrolled up because I don't want to know any spoilers. But I just wanted to give some insight. You guys can go ahead and let us know in the comments down below if you guys know who that is. But as always, guys, if there's any anime you would like us to talk about, please let us know. My name is Mako.
Kobayashi.
And thank you.